I think we're live. Hold on one second. Let me check. There we go. Welcome on in, everyone. This is Punmaster Log. We're a little bit live, a bit early. Welcome to an RPW Strike Down Rando Mini. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing wonderful. I am doing not too bad. Just gonna get the word out that we are live, and yeah. Well, yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me just get the card set up here, and then I think we'll be a-okay to go on forward. Let me just get the track in here real quick. Alrighty then. Yep. All right. Let's see here. So, hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I've had a pretty good day. I'm not sure how long this show will probably be. I'm gonna probably assume most likely that it will be kind of a quicker one, kind of a shorter one tonight, just because I got a lot going on this evening. So, figure try to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Fit in a few matches here and there, you know, just to make sure at least we do have some form of strike down at least for this week. But yeah, let me get the ball rolling on this one. So, all right, we got you. Let me see here. We got a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's okay. So, all right. Yeah, we got about 4 matches, I think, this evening, so we're just going to kind of call it a rando mini for today, just to kind of say, hey, we might not be able to have everything, but at least we'll have some stuff, and that's a-okay. Yeah, I think without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see if I can get the first match on the card here tonight situated. And yeah. Let me just see here. Boom, lay boom, and yes. Alright, let me get the card going on over here, and then we can get everything situated. Well, actually, you know what? Since we are a little bit early, let's maybe have like a rando kind of match just kind of going just for fun, you know what I mean? Hold on one second. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, we'll get a rando match going, I think, just for a little bit of fun, and then be on our way here today. Ah, there you go. Sorry, I was just checking something. Alright. Let's see here. Just to get the rules going, okay. Alright, we will, let's see. Get a few small things up and at 'em, and kaboom. Alright, let's see here. I think I got that. Hold on one second. I got that one. I got another one coming up here. There we go. Alright, so let's see here for the card tonight. We have the Claw, who will be going in action coming up here against Vandal Vex, just to kind of get a little bit of something going on. So that is all good in the neighborhood. But yeah, no, I had a pretty good day. Kept pretty busy for the most part. Did some work at home a little bit here and there, so nothing really to complain about on that end. But with that being said, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, representing the Fallen Kingdom, she is the Claw. Claw in one-on-one action coming up here. Let me get this thing off here, because... There we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. Claw about to take part in that upcoming Vertical Limit Ladder Rumble coming up in a few weeks away. So that means big opportunities on the horizon here, as the Road to Event Horizon will be starting up on that same day on October 14th. So that means big things ahead. Let me just check something here real quick. Get the card over here. And her opponent from Moscow, Russia. She is Vandal Vex. Vandal Vex recently competing on Glitch on Tuesday this week. Unfortunately, coming up short to Mini Portable. Could be looking for a huge win here this evening on Strikedown. The only question is she going to be able to do it or not? I guess we're going to have to wait and see as we are on our way with our first rando preview, well, pre-show matchup. Let's get right into it. These two starting up right now. Vandal has her by the back of the head. Oh, a big forearm trying to choke out the Claw with that top rope for extra damage. Big sidewinder there. Gets a big back elbow there. Hair rolling into a modified snapmare. Wait a minute. Vex pulling on the hair of the Claw with the feet. Come on now, Vex. Jesus, Pete. Stomping on the sternum there. Oh, big side winding kick there from the Claw, coming up short with that roundhouse attempt, though. Trying to go up for a snapmare. Wait a minute. Vex with a power slam. Immediately going to go for the cover here. One. No, with the kick out there. Going up for the Irish whip. Big monkey flip sending to the Claw to the middle of the ring there. But Claw, but they strike with the knees to the gut of Vandal Vex. And a modified kneeling double arm locking? Oh, God! Stomping right on the arm there. Dragon screw leg whip. Right onto the Claw right now. Punch to the gut on Vandal Vex from the Claw. Claw going up. Rude awakening. Claw going up to the high-risk district. Missile drop kick. Claw with a kick to the gut. What is she going to go for? Sit out. Spine buster to the outside with the arm attached to the back. Could be a little worried there. Big flurry of shots from the Claw and a thunderous forearm. Cain taken down with a leg sweep there from Vandal Vex. Vex keeping up the pace to her particular favoritism. Claw back up, pushing her opponent off to the ground. Oh, spinning heel kick. Going stomp on the fingers of Vex right now. Vandal just not having an easy time right now in the division. Sending her back into the ring. Has her by the back of the head. Elbows right to the gut of the Claw. Going up. Oh! Belly to back driver. She goes for the cover. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Claw remaining in the matchup. Vex beginning to get angry right now. As knowing with a few weeks away from Vertical Limit, now is the time of the essence to really get those numbers in. These huge matches before the Rumbles. Meaning pound for pound right now as we speak. Big knife edge chop. Claw returning the favor there. Kick to the gut. Vex Big shotgun drop kick to the side of the head. Could this be it? Vex could be setting up for the Vandalizer and connects with it. Going for the cover. 1, 2. The claw with the shoulder up. Vandal Vex going back to the well for maybe something desperate here. Wait a minute. Nope, never mind. Playing it safe with a big drop kick, taking down her opponent. Oh, but going back to the well a little too much. Unfortunately, slipping up in a big hip attack from the claw. Claw with the Irish whip right into the corner here. Setting her up for a scoop slam there. Claw going back up to the top rope. But I think in this process over here, Vex might have actually ended up hurting herself. Big stomp! Oh my God! Claw with the cover. 1, 2! Kick out! How did that not get the win? Claw running right to her opponent here. Another hip attack. Right to the side of the cranium. Jeez, it's just grazing the face with both of those heels. Could this be Claw's moment here? About to wrap up that right shoulder. Collapsing it right into the outside mat. Right in front of the announcer table here at Strike Down tonight. Claw going up to the top rope. Is she going to try to attempt to go for something? Guillotine elbow drop right to the back of the shoulder blades. As she goes for the cover. 1, 2! And she gets a huge win here tonight on Strike Down. Your winner, the Claw. Congratulations on a huge win opening up this rando mini edition of Strike Down. Good opener here, good opener here. Let's get right into it. Sorry, just checking something. Sorry about that. All right. So, after that first big matchup, let us get another one set up here. As we actually will receive our first big match of the Rando Mini here tonight. Persephone going one-on-one with Betty Fight. Let's head right into it. Actually receiving word right now that apparently Betty Fight is demanding for it to be no countouts. Well, who am I to say no to that? On that accord, let's head right into it with this no countouts matchup. Persephone recently winning a randomizer contest last week on the program to become the #1 contender for Condor's Women's World title. You see here, Betty Fight is the opponent this evening. Let's head off to ringside for this next matchup right now. Excuse me. The following contest is a no countouts match scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, she is the new #1 contender for the RPW Women's World Championship. She is the scrap iron daughter of Demeter, Persephone. Persephone getting back into the ring to get ready for a huge fight ahead of her. Just a few weeks away from Vertical Limit coming up on October 14th. And her opponent from the School of Hard Knocks, they are Betty Fight. Betty Fight looking like they're about ready to move the television screen right in front of our very eyes here. Make sure that everybody is going to be ready to see what is going on here this evening. Let's get right into it with this matchup right now. Persephone, the scrap iron daughter of Demeter, versus Betty Fight, the former bare knuckle fighter. As we start up the match right now. Wait a minute, both coming up short in this little scrap between the both of them, but a big shoulder check taking down Persephone. Betty Fight hasn't been in an RPW ring now for about a good month or so, so I wouldn't be surprised if they might have a little bit of ring rust. But Persephone has been a continual standout in the division, has been competing every week, if not every other week, trying to choke out the former bare knuckle fighter. Jesus, Pete! Betty Fight rolling to the outside. Persephone playing around with her opponent there. The mind games that we are witnessing here tonight on Strikedown. Going up, locking in the tilt-a-whirl. Trying to go for a Fujiwara armbar, but getting thrown out of the hold there with a she's just a winding uppercut right onto Persephone. Betty Fight taking her to the School of Hard Knocks tonight. Oh! Trying to break down the #1 contender for that women's world title. Went up for the Irish whip. Punch to the gut there. Wait a minute. Sleeper hold into a drop. Persephone in trouble right now against the former bare knuckle champion. Double leg takedown, could be going up for those devastating palm strikes. Ooh! Betty in control. Wait a minute. Jawbreaker from Persephone. Trying to figure out where to put her opponent here in this matchup. Irish whip attempt. Betty reversing it. Wait a minute. Big drop kick and a kip up from Persephone. Persephone continuing to impress on the road to Vertical Limit in a couple weeks. You have to wonder that the women's world champion, the undefeated Condor, might be watching this in preparation for this matchup between the two. Headlock takeover into the captain's hook. Got their leg at the ropes there. Elbows right into the side. Betty Fight taking down their opponent with a clothesline to the outside. Back in there. Honorable tie-up. Head first into that turnbuckle. Wrapping up that armor on that top rope. Trying to injure Persephone before that matchup. To go and kick the ball up the ankle and... Jesus. Wait a minute. Big throw. Reversing it. Missing that moonsault attempt. Too close for comfort though. Betty Fight, double leg takedown, raining the hammer punches onto Persephone. Persephone back up though. Irish whip. Drop down, she's looking a little tired unfortunately. Deep 6! Persephone going for the cover. No! Springboard. Wait a minute, styling DDT. Could this be it though? Jesus, big super punch as they go for the cover on her. 1, 2! That was a little close, I'm not going to lie. That was definitely a little close. For comfort there, I think. Double palm strike attack. Persephone is down at the moment. What is Betty Fight thought to go for? I'm not sure what was going on, but Betty Fight apparently not done with their opponent, though. Jesus! Single underhook suplex following those brutal shots right to the ribs there as they go for the cover on her. 1, 2! Big kick out, but that might have taken a lot out of the number one contender. Which means tonight Persephone is getting tested. Diving fist drop! Oh no! Wait a minute, Persephone with a leg sweep. Surprising Betty Fight here. Kick to the gut, could be going up for the flying lotus whip. And she connects with it. Persephone sending Betty right to the timekeeper's corner with a corkscrew moonsault. Remember, it is no countouts in this matchup, which means they can fight almost anywhere in the arena. Unfortunately, disqualifications are still sanctioned in this matchup. Roaring elbow. Kick to the hamstring, though. Betty Fight bringing the fight to Persephone tonight, sending her right into the barricade on the southeast side. Right into the table. Stomping right on the ankle there. Dropping that knee. Irish whip attempt. Persephone reversing it, sending Betty back into the ring. Persephone trying to get some air here for right now. There's been nothing but just a pure brawl. Oh! Big stiff shot there with the back fist following suit. Those flurries. Elbows right into the gut though. Going up. Irish whip from Persephone. Dragon cutter! Could this be it for Betty Fight? Persephone with a cover. 1, 2! Kick out Betty Fight. Still in the matchup. Split leg moonsault there. Uh-oh, Betty Fight not happy right now. Sending her right into the ropes. Punch to the gut there. Jesus. Uh-oh. Gain a big block and just a big punch. Oh! Raining like a sledgehammer going down as they go for the cover. 1, 2! Kick out Persephone still in the matchup. Something has got to give for either side of this struggle. Betty with a discus punch. That might have just done it. Persephone's still getting up, though. Oh! Can only take so much of those shots. Single underhook suplex again. Uh-oh. Could this be the signaling of the end? Wait a minute. What is Betty Fight about to go for? Wait a minute. 5-knuckle shuffle. About to drop one more. Wait! Persephone getting out of the way. Springboard drop kick there right onto her opponent. Dropping the knee on the back of the head. Irish whip attempt. Betty reversing it. Oh, another shot to the gut. Another sleeper. Slam! Persephone in trouble, though, trying to get as much as she can. But this might be it. Another 5-knuckle shuffle. Shout out to John Cena. Betty Fight with all the greatest hits. Oh no, is this it? Betty Fight with the cover. 1, 2. Unfortunate circumstance tonight for the #1 contender as the road continuing with pot shot after pot shot. Your winner, Betty Fight. Oof. Good attempt from the #1 contender. The road, unfortunately, having cracks in the foundation. Still a pretty good match, though, nonetheless. As we move on to our next contest here coming up, as we'll actually be having Red Paragon in singles action going up against the current MFW World Champion, Urbane Bandit. Let's get that going here. Let's see here. Apparently also getting word that apparently this is actually going to be no disqualification and no countouts, so that definitely is going to make things a little interesting to say the least. Let's head off to ringside for this next encounter. Red Paragon, still fairly new into RPW, taking on the newest signee in Urbane Bandit. Let's head off to ringside for this next fight. The following contest is a no disqualification, no countouts match scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, he is the Epitome, Red Paragon. Red Paragon apparently going solo here tonight as his tag team partner Scrog is apparently away from the arena. And his opponent, representing MFW, well, MFW, yeah. He is the current MFW World Champion, Urbane Bandit. Urbane Bandit recently making his return, but also his somewhat debut under the RPW banner now. Now returning to take part in this no disqualification matchup. Without further ado, let's get right into it with this next highly anticipated matchup here. Red Paragon versus Urbane Bandit. Good luck, gentlemen. Big punch there from Red as he goes with a Bronco Buster. Big chop there. Looks like Paragon is ready for a fight tonight. Big moonsault slam on the MFW World Champion. Big kick to the side there of the head, but Paragon returning it too. He goes for a big knee drop there. About to go up for a People's Moonsault right onto the World Champion from MFW. Paragon, if he gets this win tonight, will be probably the biggest one of his career to date. But Urbane, showcasing why he is a two-time MFW World Champion with a thick shot there to the side of the head. Irish whip there from Urbane. Nice power slam, onto Paragon. European uppercut. No one ever said that this was going to be an easy road ahead for the Epitome. But they're going lock in for a bridging armbar there right now. Paragon trying to flex that hold, but getting broken out of there by the World Champion. Big Luthez press, raining the punches down onto Paragon from Urbane. Big clothesline there, taking down the rookie. Another moonsault slam. Paragon with the cover. 1, 2. Kick out Urbane remaining in the matchup here tonight. Going to the ropes there. Reality check with that knee bash and a neck breaker. Urbane rolling to the outside. Is Paragon about to fly here? Dive and a DDT to the outside. The newcomer doing wonderful against Urbane Bandit here. Irish whip attempt. Urbane reversing it, sending Paragon back into the ring. Going up for another attempt at the bridging armbar. Could this be it for Urbane? No, as he breaks him out of the hold, though. Double foot stomp. Urbane with the cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. That didn't look right. Stomping on that hand. Kick to the back there. Paragon, don't get too cocky there, dude. That might go against you. Oh! Rolling axle smash. Stomping on him, busting him open there. Paragon about to go once more. $1 million knee lift into a neck breaker. Side kick Urbane back up though. He rains the punches down onto the helmet of the rookie. What is he going for? Texas Lariat. So he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at Paragon remaining in the matchup here. Rolling to the outside here. Urbane bringing out a kendo stick since this is no disqualification. Oh! Jesus, Pete. Paragon rolling to the outside, but Urbane going up top. Missing that diving axe handle. No disqualification, no countouts, anything goes. Wait a minute. Cobra clutch. Big rolling lariat. Paragon, the new guy, keeping the fight up with the world champion. Sending him right into that ring post. Paragon playing mind games with Urbane. Oh! The wood cracking over the head of Urbane Bandit here. Jesus, Pete. Luthez press as he tries to throw that out there. Raining the punches down on him. Urbane with the cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Welcome on NK, good to see you. We're a little bit early with this show. Missing that knee lift attempt. Paragon could be going up. Paracutter as he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Urbane remaining in the matchup here. Springboard tornado DDT. Paragon doing a wonderful performance, but Urbane keeping the fight going here. He could be going up. Oh! Pendulum backbreaker as he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Almost immediately with the shoulder up. Urbane not giving it to Paragon that easily. Super kick right to the knee here. Could be going up. Destroyer! Could be Urbane's final reckoning with the cover. 1, 2. 2.999. Jesus, Pete. Paragon could be going up for another attempt at that moonsault here. And connects with it. But at what cost for his ribs, though? Urbane with an enziguri. Dropping that elbow right into the lower back as he goes for the cover. Wait a minute, his foot is on the rope there, ref. Kick out, nevertheless. Well, to be fair, it's no disqualification. I forgot about that. Urbane picking up Paragon. Elbow right into the gut there. Springboard. Another tornado DDT. Oh! He just smashed it right onto the hand there. Step up, back splash. Paragon with the cover. 1, 2. He just pinned the MFW World Champion. With arguably the biggest win of his career to date. Your winner, the Epitome, Red Paragon. GG's to both individuals, nevertheless. Sorry about that. Let's move on to the next thing here. Sorry, just checking something. Do. All right, coming up next is already our penultimate matchup of this broadcast. Champion versus champion. As the RPW Brass Knuckles champion, Handsome Jack Stone going one-on-one with the RPW Light Heavyweight Champion, James Bondage. And that, I can already tell, is going to be quite the fight coming up here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Jack Stone versus James Bondage. Yep. We actually did see James Bondage's tag team partner just earlier this week actually pick up a huge upset, defeating the Breaker of the Fallen Kingdom in one-on-one action back on Glitch just a couple nights ago. And now we got a big penultimate matchup going on right in front of our very eyes. But don't forget, coming up next will be our main event, the tag team matchup. Champions and challengers collide, sort of. We'll worry about that when we get to that. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, he is the current RPW Brass Knuckles champion, Handsome Jack Stone. Pardon Z. Handsome Jack Stone will be defending that Brass Knuckles Championship against the Punisher Mufasa coming up at October 14th in a submission match at Vertical Limit. Mufasa recently winning a #1 contenders matchup just to get himself the title matchup at last. But it was Jack Stone that made the ruling, let's take him out of his comfort. Let's take him out of his element. Make it submission only. And Jack Stone is looking to capitalize at Vertical Limit, but his opponent is someone who capitalized recently on the program. And his opponent, he is a former MFW Tag Team Champion, as well as your current RPW Light Heavyweight Champion. He is James Bondage. James Bondage recently making his return to RPW, surprising everyone by being the answer to Angelo's Open Challenge on this very program, and won the RPW Light Heavyweight Championship. And coming up at Vertical Limit, will defend the title against the the former champion, who's looking to become two-time in Angelo in Meat Stick Mayhem. So heaven knows that's going to be a messy match in general. But that's all good there. That's all good. As we get right into it with our penultimate matchup of this evening. Champion versus champion. James Bondage, one-on-one with Handsome Jack Stone. I'm so sorry, everybody. Jack Stone and James, one-on-one. Let's get this going. Blocking that chop there. Okay, that was quite the start. Standing vertical suplex right onto the light heavyweight champion. Kick to the gut here. Wait a minute. Over the shoulder with the DDT there. Right now, Stone dominating James. Oh, God, I hate that. Enziguri after going in between the legs and doing it on the other side. Lack of context, that's going to sound terrible to the censors. Okay. Sorry. Big punch there, blocking it. Stone could be going up. Belly to back suplex. Transitioning into a German suplex. And then finalizing with a standing vertical variant. Sorry about that. Stone dominating against James, who might be off of his game tonight. Going right in with that Irish whip there. Big drop salt. Oh! Apparently didn't get enough of that reach. James with the Irish whip. Pop up. Samoan drop. When was he able to do that? Trying to choke out Stone right now. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Let's go and bite the fingers on the Brass Knuckles champion. Stomping on that arm there. But to rain those elbows in the back of the skull. Going up. About to dance with it. Missing that leg drop though. Jack Stone. Taking him by the back of the head. Back against the ropes there. Knife edge chop. Going right in. Trying to injure that leg before vertical limit though. Short arm. Knee to the gut though. Hope everyone is doing well. Pushing him off of the double foot attack. Irish whip. James with the drop down. Leapfrog. Luthez press. Uh-oh. Raining the punches down on his opponent here now. Going up. Another Chimera Plex here with the first one being the belly to back. German with the second and the standing vertical variant for that last one. Ooh, that last. Uh-oh. James back up. Picking up the Brass Knuckles champion. Could be setting him up for Snake Eyes. Go and bite on the sausage fingers again. Jesus. Not in front of the people. Jeez. Kick to the hamstring there. Irish whip. Sending Stone to the outside there. Stomping on him. Shoulder crashing into the mat. Been one heck of a weird show tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Stomping on him there. Oh! Keeping it up there. To be saying him right in over by the timekeepers. Now he's just yelling at him. Profanity is just insane here. Surprised we don't have Riot Spider in the house. Right into the announcer table again. James Bondage in control here right now. God damn it. Here we go. If this was under normal contest, he'd be almost eliminated. Well, he'd be almost counted out there, but slipping on the mat there, James getting caught. Oh, with the shoulder checks here. Snapmare. Big flurry of shots there. Samoan drop of James's. Well, actually, Jack's own. As he's going up to the top rope. Missing the maiden jam there. Big bopper there right to the back of the head. James with the cover. 1, 2. Wait, no, only got to the count of 1. Okay. Close call on that one there. Go and try to lock into a crossface here right now. Wrenching on the side of the neck. Trying to take him out of action before vertical limit in a couple weeks. Another big thump there. James going up to the top rope. Missing that diving splash. Stomping on him there. Locking into a chin lock. James breaking out of it. Jack with the elbows right to the gut of James. Irish whip. Another drop salt, but somehow that shoulder stopping it. Snapmare. V-trigger. Stone with the cover. 1, 2. James with the shoulder up. Irish whip attempt. Jack reversing it. Another drop salt, this time finally landing on the back of the ropes. Jack Cain sent to the outside by James. Is James celebrating? Soon? I have no idea. Kick to the gut. Hold on there. Breaking stone. Purple in the ring. VO should be in there. VO will be in action actually following this, so no worries. Springboard. Turning mid-air with that frog splash is Jack going for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out. Actually getting word that apparently VO Lane is actually going to be out here for an open challenge. Looking to the sky, missing that elbow drop attempt. But might actually get this here. Big vertical suplex. To go and stomp on him. Right onto the hand, though. Jack going back up. Hitting the main jam with that leg drop. James actually lasting this long in this matchup is insane to me. Going stomp on the hand of James. Ooh! Dropping the knees right onto the light heavyweight champion. The magenta. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Uh-oh. James is not happy. Amateur style takedown. Going helicopter on his opponent with the cover. 1. I thought he was actually going to get that, and I would have left. Not for the one. Rear naked choke locked in. Could be it for Jack Stone. Wait a minute. Jawbreaker. Jack trying to go for a headbutt, but James, fireman's carry. Draping him onto that top rope. James with a cover. Could this be the upset? 1, 2. Kick out there. What will it take for the job to get done here? Locking into an inverted headlock and a headstand. James is talented. What the heck? Going right in. Getting jiggy with it. With this leg drop attempt, but to no avail there. But wait a minute. James with the Irish whip. Drop down. Luthez press again. This has been a fight between these two champions here. James going up to the top rope. Diving splash. How has this been the one that's been kind of stealing the show so far here tonight? It's been crazy. Flatliner. Jack in trouble. About to lock in. Like a pretzel hold of sorts. Oh, Jesus. Get to the unmentionable. I didn't know that James was that technical, to be fair. So. Oh, no. Oh, no. James is ready. He's trying to choke out Jack Stone there at ringside. Kick to the gut. About to try to go and break Stone again. If this was on any other night, that probably would have been it for James. Remember, they got to the count of 20. Oh, kick to the lower section of the leg, though. Back against the wall. Kick to the gut there. Alley-oop into a power bomb. Could this be it? Cover. 1, 2. James is still in the matchup even after that power bomb. Bottom rope moonsault rolling out of the way there. Headbutt right to the top of the head of the Brass Knuckles champion. Is this James's moment? Chokehold lock in. Is Jack fading? He let that go, though, and just dusting off that shoulder. Big back body drop there on the James. Irish whip attempt. Jack reversing it. Big drop salt again. Irish whip here. In between for a Hurricane Rana. These two have been doing phenomenal somehow in this matchup. Jack going in. Sage's Stone. 1, 2. And he gets the upset here tonight on Strike Down. Your winner, the RPW Brass Knuckles champion, Jack Stone. All right, we're going to take that out of there. GG's. So, yeah, we have just received word that apparently Vio Lane is calling somebody out. Considering that Vio Lane, let me check the card here from Tuesday. Considering that Vio Lane actually did not compete on Tuesday like previously. Actually, no, he did. Unfortunately, coming up short in that 3-team brawl. So suffice to say, he's looking for a fight. Well, I guess he's going to get a fight here this evening. We'll be right back after this. The following contest is an open challenge match scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, he is a former RPW Tag Team Champion. He is Vio Lane. Okay. Sorry, just checking something. Vio Lane setting up for one-on-one competition in an open challenge, but his opponent? Who is the opponent is the question of the evening. As coming up next as well will be our main event big tag team matchup. Let's find out who Vio's opponent is. And his opponent Making his RPW debut, representing MFW, he is Ogre. Ogre, who has become a mainstay favorite in MFW since his debut just earlier this year. Actually went to war with Scrog the Mighty back on August 29th in a last man standing matchup. And the only thing that Ogre cares about is wrecking the nerds. So all I have to say to Vio is good luck and get ready for the revenge of the Ogre. Do want to send a quick shout out to Rocker Joe and MFW. Thank you for allowing some of your talent to take part in Vertical Limit this year. Do appreciate that from the bottom of the heart. Let's get right into it. Oh, by the way, Vio, this is contested under Extreme Rules, so good luck, gentlemen. Oh, no. Let's get right into it. Big thunderous clothesline from Ogre to the start here. Knee there. Oh my God! Jesus, with the big chop there. I have never seen the spear get stopped like that before. I'm sorry, that legit threw me off. Ogre getting hit with a hot shot there from Vio. Wait a minute. Rolling cutter. But the roll to the outside there with the... Jesus. Could be going up. Going up for a roaring awakening there right into the head frame of that ring. Wait a minute. Ogre back up. Big STO taking down a former tag team champion. Ogre loves to fight, and that is what he thrives on. Kendo stick. Swiping out of his hands. Vio. Code breaker. Could be going for a desperate cover here. Not even a count of one. Tiger feint. Oh! He got tripped there by the mat there. As Ogre continuing to impress here tonight. He drops the elbow right onto the sternum of Vio Lane. Oh! He stomps over him. What is going on in this matchup here? Getting pushed. Another STO by Ogre. Big block there from Ogre. Kick to the gut. Going up. Big stomp right onto Vio. But he is not finishing this lightly. Bringing in the trash can. Ogre could be setting him up for a spear. Ogre with the cover. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Vio Lane remaining in the matchup here now. What is Ogre going for? You can hear it. Diving nerd splash. Oh no. There's revenge of the nerds all over again. Jesus. This man has no just conscience here. Nothing but malice and rage. Going up for the Irish whip here. Drop down. Big boot to Vio Lane. I've never seen him in this position before. Oh my God. Turning brutal here. Wait a minute. Rolling cutter again and busting him open when he grazes him on the side of the head. Code breaker again. Right into those turnbuckles. Ogre going back up. Could this be it? Diving axe handle. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God. I think we just saw the decimation of VO Lane here tonight. Your winner of the match, Ogre. Isn't he also undefeated in MFW? For those, if there are any MFW people who are up on the match. Because I think we just saw a debut like no other almost. That was just crazy. What the heck did we just witness? But with that being said, coming up next is our main event of the evening. Aleki Fatu, the current strikedown heavyweight champion, will be teaming up with Setanta to go up against the team of the RPW world champion Marcus Cain and Big Ham Joey Bacon. Let's head off to ringside for this one. 1 second. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Almost lost it there. There we go. All right. Starting off with, he's not undefeated. He lost his first 3 matches, I think. Okay. But I guess here right now in RPW, he is currently undefeated with his first win. So he's still pretty dominant nonetheless, but welcome on in, Chubby. Hope you're doing well, good sir. Yeah, no, that's a pretty crazy matchup there, I'm not going to lie. Let me see here. Get Big Ham Joey Bacon. Teaming up with Marcus Cain. Versus Setanta and Aleki Fatu. This is our main event of the evening. Let's go. Both sides will be competing in their own respective title matches coming up. We still have yet to find out a date for the RPW World title match, but we do know for a fact that Joey Bacon will take on Aleki Fatu for that Strikedown Heavyweight Championship in a Valley of Steel match at Vertical Limit. But speaking of him, the following contest is our main event and is a tag team matchup scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, he is the #1 contender for the RPW Strikedown Heavyweight Championship. He is Big Ham Joey Bacon. Big Ham, last week on Strikedown, won the Rando Randomizer to be able to challenge Aleki Fatu for the RPW Strikedown Heavyweight Championship. And it was after the fact that it was announced that the match will now be a Valley of Steel match. Welcome on in, Riot. Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, good sir. You're in just in time. Oh, ooh, I heard that. Felt that. Whew, sorry about that. My sternum is giving me a little bit of trouble there. But yeah, Big Ham Joey Bacon. What are the rules for the Valley of Steel match? You will have to tune in to find out come Vertical Limit. October 14th. In just a few weeks. Hold on 1 second. And his tag team partner representing the Coven. He is the current RPW World Champion. He is Marcus Cain. The fact that we have two of the top men's heavyweight champions in this company in one match alone is going to be scary, to say the least. Sorry, just checking something. Marcus Cain, yeah, there's a lot going on there. And introducing their opponents first. From the Emerald Isle, he is the #1 contender for the RPW World Championship. He is the Riot Spider. Setanta. Setanta signed on the dotted line and will receive his final chance at that RPW World Championship at a future date, which as of today is still undecided by the higher-ups here in RPW. Marcus Cain has held that title since February 25th. Unfortunately, Setanta has not had the easiest time trying to gain that world title. But he's got some backup here tonight. Because his tag team partner from the Isle of Samoa, he is the RPW Strikedown Heavyweight Champion. He is Aleki Fatu. Sorry about that. Please keep amongst yourselves. I will be right back. Starting up right now. Rebound lariat from Setanta onto Big Ham Joey Bacon here. Talk about a legit David versus Goliath encounter here. Double arm trap into a rude awakening. Oh my god, I'm surprised his shoulder didn't crash under itself. As Setanta about to go up for a 450 splash there. Going stomp on him again there. Crashing that shoulder and arm right into the mat again. Going up this time for a step-up backsplash onto the #1 contender for that strikedown title. As he goes to tag in Aleki Fatu. Things have just picked up. These two have had wars during the early section of the summer. And now it comes full circle in that Valley of Steel match. Going up for a Vader bomb. The ring has been reinforced for tonight's show, especially for this tag team main event here, as he picks the big guy up for a scoop slam. That is insane here. What is he having? He's waiting for Big Ham to go up with a diving shoulder tackle. With the headbutt right into the gut and everything here. Kick to the hamstring there. It's a big ham, mind you. So he goes for the cover on the Joey Bacon. 1, 2. Kick out there. Going to tag in. Here comes Setanta, who's got his eyes and sights set on Marcus Cain for revenge. But Cain distracted there with a jawbreaker and a big clothesline. Setanta back up there. Sling blade rolling into a drop kick. Setanta waiting for Big Ham to go over to Marcus Cain to tag him in. Waiting, no more. Uh-oh. Marcus Cain has him. Head first right into that turnbuckle there. Irish whip. Roaring elbow. Springboard guillotine leg drop. These two have been feuding for a good section of this year alone. Big headbutt from the Strikedown Heavyweight Champion. Oh, big punch there. Big stomp from the #1 contender for the world title as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, kick out. Victory will not come so easily. Punch to the gut there. Marcus with the Irish whip. Big running back elbow. Goes up. Springboard. Van Daminator. As he went coast to coast for the cover. 1, 2. No. Just kicked out of only one there. Tagging in, here comes the Strikedown Heavyweight Champion. Both of these two representing DPW. Also, these two recently having huge title defenses. Marcus Cain against Kyle Shaw, the younger sibling of Setanta. And just a few weeks ago, Aleki against MFW's Muscle Wizard on Strikedown for his first title defense. Marcus Cain, big PK soccer kick. But Aleki back up though. Punches right to the gut of the Strikedown Heavyweight Champion. Poison Hurricane Rana. Aleki in trouble here as Marcus tagging in. Big Ham Joey Bacon. Big STO. Oh, Jesus. Shoulder up. What is Joey Bacon going to go for? Oh, my God. Giant swing right into his respective corner. Has him by the snout. Snot down. The snot down drag out fight. Picking him up for a devastating power bomb. Could this be it? Cover 1. Kick out. Big Ham picking up the heavyweight champion of Strikedown tonight. Tagging in, here comes Marcus Cain, the current RPW world champion. Aleki tagging in Setanta here. Uh-oh. Setanta getting caught up there. Getting picked up by Marcus. Throwing him like a bad habit into the middle of that ring. Could be going up for the mark of Cain. Big elbow there from Setanta. Spear of Cullen. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out, but yet Big Ham trying to break out the count there. Could this be the X that marks the spot for Marcus Cain? Punch to the gut from the world champion. Roundhouse right into the right arm there. Double leg takedown. Marcus Cain with the Shote palm strikes right to his arch nemesis. Going stomp on him there. Could this be it here? Missing that Poison Hurricane Rana attempt. Kick right to the back hip. Setanta, code breaker. Getting pushed off by the world champion though. Stomping right on the lower back of Setanta. Marcus Cain could be going up for the standing side slam. Irish whip right into the corner. Wrapping up that arm around that top rope there. Big elbow there from Setanta. Running knee. Side kick from the world champion, though. These two know each other so well. Marcus Cain starting to show maybe some calculation like working. I'm not sure what, but right now he's playing a very different tune. He goes, set him up into the corner. Goes to tag in Big Ham Joey Bacon. Let the big guy smash Setanta. Wait a minute, though. Setanta, pendulum facebuster. Oh! Knee right to the side of the head of the gargantuan. Could be setting him up for the hidden blade. Connects with it. Cover. 1, 2. And Marcus Cain and Joey Bacon both breaking up the count there. Small package from Joey. 1. Kick out from Marcus. Oh, from Setanta there. Going up for the whopper drop. To go for another whopper drop again, this time right onto the back of the head of the #1 contender for the world title. Here comes Marcus Cain. Victory roll into a super kick. Kicked right to the hammy. Marcus Cain saying that the end is near here. He targets once again that knee. Guillotine leg drop. Remember, Setanta is not 100% after those injured ribs a couple weeks ago on the broadcast. At the hands. Darkness falls with that Thunder Bomb 2. Kick out there. At the hands of Fantasma de Oro, fellow member of the Coven. Marcus Cain tagging in Big Ham. Setanta back in. Has him by the back of the head. Crashing the head right into the top turnbuckle. Now Joey Bacon tagging in, and here comes the world champion with a running back elbow. Sorry about that. Kick to the gut. What is he going up for? Spinning brainbuster. Setanta keeping this fight with the world champion even after all of this time. But I can only imagine that his pain can only take so much pressure, though. He drops the knees in the back of Marcus Cain. So he goes for the cover here. 1. Kick out. Trying to go for a slam here, but knee right into the gut there. Burning lariat. Could this be it? Marcus with the cover. 1, 2. Setanta's still in the fight. Marcus, same up for the DOA. Could this be it with the cover? 1, 2. With the shoulder up. Marcus Cain going to maybe leave the final shot here to Big Ham in this battle. Going up for the Irish whip. Right into the corner here. Kick to the ribs again, though. Oh, no. Hashtag only hams with the extra bacon grease. Ah, disgusting. So he goes to tag in the world champion. Never mind, apparently there was a game plan here. Marcus Cain setting him up for the mark of Cain. Connects with it. Is this it for Setanta and Aleki? 1, 2. 2.999. How did he kick out of the mark of Cain? What will it take? Can Setanta get the win here tonight? Irish whip here. Shotgun drop kick with the back of the ribs hitting that turnbuckle here. Tagging in, here comes Joey Bacon. Bacon going after Aleki Fatu. Throwing the strike down heavyweight champion into the middle of that mat. Last time these two set foot into that ring, it was Bacon that picked up the victory. Uh-oh. Bacon will be trying to decimate him. Whopper drop. Setanta trying to save what little bit he has left. Big stomp onto Big Ham. Could be setting him up for another 450 splash. And connects with it. But his ribs feeling the aftermath of it. Big DDT driving the head into that mat. Irish whip. Drop down. Pop up. Wait a minute. Power slam. Setanta down. Wait a minute. Victory roll. 1. Oh! Big clothesline. Jesus, Pete, dude. Tagging in, here comes Marcus Cain. Went up for the Irish whip here. Drop down. Leapfrog. Pop up power bomb. Is this it? Cover. 1, 2. He just pinned Setanta again. Your winners of the match, Big Ham Joey Bacon and the RPW World Champion, Marcus Cain. With an upset of the night. Oh, man. Is this what we're going to be seeing at both Vertical Limit and at the end of that final last chance match for the RPW World title? Will these two stand tall at the end? You should have to tune in to find out. With that being said, everyone, that will be it for our show here today. A little bit early, but there's a big thing going on later on tonight on Twitch. For those that are kind of familiar with the tabletop RPG community, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I need to have a little bit of time to check that out too. So with that being said, that will be it for RPW, not only tonight, but also this week as well. Until then, this has been Plemaster Loke. Thank you so much for all the support. And let us send it out to a raid here. Yeah, I do appreciate every single one of you. Who is currently live right now? I think I actually know who exactly is live. And I think I might send it over to that very same person because they are currently playing Baldur's Gate 3. He'll actually be in action next week on the broadcast. Yep. I'm going to send a raid over to Late Shift Ronin. He's always been a big friend of the streams, as well as a friend of the community. Let's go send the love over to him. Thank you again to everybody for stopping on by today. I know it's a little bit early, but it was kind of a wonky week, and we'll go back to regular time next Tuesday with the return of Glitch and then Strike Down, and who knows, maybe even a third stream at some point in the future. Until then, we'll talk to y'all later. Take care, and thank you again. Bye-bye.